At this point, the remainder of them are going to attempt to flee. Phaedra, you are the only person in position to make a retaliation. Would you
Oh,
like
right, because
to?
I murdered everybody around me. Right.
You sure did. But yeah, I will absolutely take a whack.
I love that friggin' Octomer's results are just forever screwed because his name is too long now. That's
I'm very accomplished.
never gonna be able to read his shit ever again.
It just says Bossonian bow under the Thorn Diver's damage. It's fine.
Just a melee attack?
Yeah, and this one's a retaliation, so you don't get the discount on it, so it will cost 1 doom if you want to hit him.
Really?
Yes.
Is Doom the only thing I can invest to that end?
Yes. Yeah, reactions are only paid in doom. There are things that can discount certain types of reactions, usually parry or dodge.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
How do I know you're not gonna pop a fucking sea serpent out of the side of the mountain?
Hold on, I gotta take some notes for next
Well,
session.
you know what? That would be on me.
I'm gonna spend
And
12. Start
my
the
bad.
session, I have 12 doom, spend 12 doom, sea serpent out the side of the mountain.
Excellent. We get to fight it in not its natural habitat. I got a good feeling about this one, boys. Keep
Yeah, I
me
was
alive,
gonna
though. I've got
say-
1 hit point.
Are we
Alright.
on dirt or are we on sand? Because they could be sand babies. Anyway, yes, I will now roll melee, if that's okay. Can I spend a fortune in here too?
Yeah.
There you go. 2 successes plus the 1. So 3.
So 3 successes, you only needed the 1, so you have 2 extras. This is probably the last thing that's going to happen, so I would put them
Damage.
on damage, and I
Yeah.
would grab the one from the pool and put that on damage
Yeah,
too.
soak it all in.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. Okay. Now I'm gonna roll some dice. And all
I
of that.
finally cracked the case of the Bossonian archer. It turns out you can deal damage like a motherfucker if you stop putting momentum in the pool.
I'm helping.
So you learned the
That
lesson
was
that
where
I
I-
learned a long time ago, huh, Socks? Is that actually
Yeah, no,
momentum's
that's where
for
I was
suckers
failing.
and you should just kill people dead?
That's where I was failing in all of my previous encounters.
That is 7 points of damage, which ironically will wound it twice, so it's laying there on the ground, and you just twirl the staff so that it's straight vertical, and then jam it down into the thing's sternum, and you hear a crunch.
Oh. A grimace comes over Phaedra's face. I didn't expect that much. I didn't think it would be like an egg.
The remaining 1 fishman flees wildly towards the river, well, towards the central corridor.
And stay out.
But it's their wood. Fuck it.
And stay out.
Alright, so with the spasming and dying of the last fishman under the powerful strike of the quarterstaff, Nala leads on her spear and she's like, that got spicy. But I'm glad to see you guys can handle yourselves.
Try.
You're not too
Right.
bad yourself.
If we wait for dawn, you might be able to get a better look at the castle. It is often shrouded in fog. If you want to really scout it, you might have to get closer, but this is as far as I go. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's fair. I think we could use a few days before we go ourselves.
Thank you for coming as far as you did.
She looks up towards where, the even darker spot against the sky, where the structure, the unseen structure is. And she's like, just beware. As you climb that hill, listen for the whisper of leathery wings. Death comes from the skies. Alright, so what do you guys want to do? Do you want to try and go a little further up to actually see the place? I mean, you can see the general shape of it in the fog. As the sun is starting to rise, it's kind of backlit. You can't see the structure in detail, but it does appear to be a large structure. And every so often, you can see what look like birds flying around.
Being a recon mission, we should probably at least try and get in detail to see what we can see, to see if there's any way we can get up, right?
I like this idea. Before we move, I'd like to treat Octomer's wounds.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm bleeding here.
Let's get to work on that first, then.
You sound great.
So, you want to roll some dice, Lid?
Love to.
Oh, I thought we just said it happened, and it happened.
Well, we gotta make sure I don't, make it worse.
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah.
So wait, you had an actual harm?
I have one wound. It is not treated.
My understanding is if I treat it, it'll start going away.
It'll stop penalizing him, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I assist?
I mean,
Yeah, sure, if you have the relevant skill.
I do. I got healing.
Alright. So Lid, add 1d20 for your help.
so I'm rolling 3 dice, essentially.
Yeah, do you get any bonus dice for your healing talents?
I can re-roll a d20 when using my healing skill, accepting the no result, or if I use medicine from a healer's bag, each load adds 2 d20s to the healing test instead of the usual 1. Normal limit of 3 bonus d20s still applies. In other words, I can apply a concoction and get a bonus couple of dice.
Yeah, which would give you, because you're getting help from Koll, that would automatically bring you to 5d20 if you use one of your healer's bag doses.
I think I will, in this case. It's just been that kind of a trip, you know? I will change my stack to 5 dice, and I'll go ahead.
5 successes. Wow.
Flex on him, Lid.
Hell
Flex on
yeah.
Hmm.
Flex on me.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding here.
Specifically him.
Flex on that wound.
Get
This
my
is like
ass.
It's like some lasers and
Flex the
Neosporin
wound.
levels out here.
Alright, so there's not a lot you can devote those extra successes to, so I imagine you're going to want to put them in the pool.
So let's do that. Let's get
How
some
many
momentum.
go into the pool?
3.
That's a good number. I like that number.
Alright, Sox, your wound is treated.
Yay.
Phaedra expertly binds it with some herbs and some goop.
Koll nicely dabs the sweat from your forehead.
Well. Could be worse, I guess. Alright. I still want to go back because I'm still short 8 of my 10 vigor, but
Nope, after the fight, your vigor pool and your resolve pool refill. As long as you take a 5-minute rest.
yeah,
We could sit for 5 minutes.
let's sit for 5
It
minutes.
took at least that long for Phaedra to treat the wound, so yeah, you guys are good.
Alright. Let's press onwards then.
Alright, so to the north, as you are going up toward the structure, it's kind of gravelly, slabs of shale and loose rock, going up at a decent pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And from the looks of things, the higher up you go, the more intense the pitch gets. At some point, as it disappears into the fog, it looks like it may become a proper climb.
What's the angle we're at right now? 30 degrees, 40 degrees?
It starts off enough that you have to lean forward, but not enough to impede you. So probably less than 45 degrees at first, but that angle goes up the further up you go.
Are we approaching Jordan levels and angles
Yes.
right now? Okay.
Yes.
That one's just for you. That one's just for us.
Eventually, only your toes will be touching the rocks, and your
Oh,
body
shit.
will be parallel to the.
That's not good. I don't like that.
I'm sure it's fine.
Deep.
I don't think so, but alright.
That's just how we climb.
You'll be in a weird world where it looks like you're standing up straight and everybody else is leaning. That'll be bizarro. But yeah, so if you guys want to start making your way up, the structure is pretty massive. So the vast majority of what's ahead of you is kind of like a direct route towards the building itself. If you wish to ascend more circuitously, you're going to have to go probably off to the east, would be much easier.
Yeah, Ricardo will take a look at the incline and just think, it's probably not a good idea if we just show up at the front door. Maybe we want to circle around it, come at it from a side.
Yes.
Maybe hide ourselves a little bit on that route.
I have no objection to such a plan.
We can try, but wizards are crafty. There might not be more than one entrance.
Special thanks to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, Off the Wall Games in Hadley, Massachusetts, Games and Friends in Springfield, Massachusetts, as well as AAA Games Arena in Wilbraham, Massachusetts. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at LordsBroken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/thebrokenlords. Thank you.